My very first time to the South Point Fieldhouse. That's Fort Cherry over there, but on the other side of the young man filming this video, it's TJ Plack. It's Peters Township. What a great facility.
Yeah, especially on a day like this.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's awesome to get inside at times.
South Point. All right, first WPIL championship long before he and I on this earth, 1915. Two teams in consecutive years, only 15 times. Last year, you win it 43-17. No real advantage. That was then, this is now. Let's talk about their defense. Two 300-pound tackles, Nindy and Webb. And this defense loves to fly to the football. So the immovable force up front, right?
Yeah, I mean, they're tough up front. Those two guys man the middle. You know, they try to set the tone, win the battle line of scrimmage. And that's what we try to do. I mean, our run game is downhill. We do some things off of it. So it'll be a good challenge. They got some really nice defensive ends that get after it. And they do have a lot of speed at the second level and the third level.
Listen, even the big pundits are stealing a couple of my phrases. I've been at this game a long time. It's all about rhythm. Can you break that rhythm with your offense of that defense who has got a lot of speed along with those 300-pounders up front? What do you do to break that rhythm? Just
be consistent. We can't get behind the sticks. We do have some guys that have to make some plays. But the main thing is not getting behind the sticks, making positive gains, getting ourselves in good third down situations.
All right, let's talk about your defense a little bit. You've got a linebacker who's a senior, Mickey Vaccarello, who's a Stanford recruit, and junior Reston Lehman. 4 power colleges have looked at him. Let's talk about those guys. Go ahead.
Yeah, tremendous. They fit the mold of the guys we've had here in the past. Long, rangy, outside linebackers for us, very athletic. Both those guys are incredible in the weight room and just great young men. That's why the one man's going to Stanford, and Reston, he's getting some looks and some offers. Coaches come in, he's so genuine, and you know he eats it up. He does a great job. But on the football field, you know, those guys get after it. They're very athletic. They're strong. The way our defense is set up, at times they can pin their ears back and get after the quarterback.
Listen, I got to tell you, I had a chance years ago to sit at your dining room with your children and you. It was one of the most enjoyable experiences I've ever had involving high school football. Man, you've been doing this at such a high level. I hope the folks at Peters Township realize I've been at this game 40 years. What he's been able to do so quickly is absolutely amazing. Before we finish our little questionnaire here, talk about the community administration, that school district, those teachers, that fan base, and all the people, the moving parts, the band, the cheerleaders. Talk about how much they've meant to this program.
They're tremendous. You know, when we first started, obviously it was a rough start to you know, taking over this program, and you know, they were around, they were supportive, and then when we started winning, you could see people coming out. They were proud to call themselves football fans. And last year, the support we had in the long run, the Whitfield Championships, going to the state championship game, just the people that reached out in the weeks leading up to it and afterwards, and going to the supermarket and talking to people. If you wear like a hoodie, it says Peters Township football. They want to know more. They want to know how we're doing. So it's been great. Cheerleaders, band, community, administration's awesome. So,
but we need a little bit better facilities. This is me talking. You got to help this guy step up the game a little bit. They are the game in town this week. 5A championship, 8 o'clock on KDKA. Now, their player is an incredible wrestler. I'm a big fan of high school wrestling. I actually had a chance to interview Ace Chapman, who's the head wrestling coach of Westinghouse. I've been everywhere this week. This Mac Miller, the big Mac attack, this kid not only can run a football, but he's a great wrestler. What I have learned in the past being around the game, usually wrestlers translate in football on the line of scrimmage, especially offensively, but he's been able to utilize that hard-nosed aspect of wrestling as a running back. He's a challenge.
Yeah, definitely. And don't forget about the wrestlers playing defensive back. We've had a couple here at Peters Township. We have one right now. They're great tacklers. But yes, the balance up front, being able to, you know, manage your, you know, the weight and everything like that. But he has great balance as a runner. He's tough. He's physical. They had a quarterback a couple years ago, Pine Richland did. That was a really good wrestler. That was a very good runner as well. So, yeah, I mean, wrestlers are tough.
All right,
so,
name the kid you have here, because his mom's going to say, well, you mentioned Miller, but you didn't. What's his name?
We have Darius McMillan.
Okay.
Yes, Darius McMillan. Donovan's little brother. So, yeah, definitely.
All right. What else we have? Okay, this receiver that everybody's been talking about, 20 yards per catch, 48 catches on the year, Nick McCullough. Talk about it.
You know, we're fortunate enough to have him. I think you get a lot of teams that have a guy. I know Pine has Miller kid, but they also have a quarterback that is dynamic, and if he gets in the open field, it's tough. We have one also.
Talk about him.
Yeah, Nick he's a game changer for us. He's always there. He's very reliable. He's about to eclipse hopefully 1,000 yards in a season. I've never had a receiver do that. I've had guys get close, high 8s, low 9s. It may be because we're playing a couple more games, but he's done. We try to give him the ball as much as possible in as many different ways because it's one of those things. It's a percentage thing. The more you get to him, there's a chance that he's going to take it all the way.
All right, what has KDK Radio meant to the coverage of high school football? Look, I'm just a fan. That's why I'm doing this. What they have done in this whole community that we call home, it really has taken this game to another level, I think.
Yeah. I mean, last week we were on KDKA. This week we're on KDKA Plus. It's been fantastic. It really has just the coverage. And, you have people out there on social media. Everyone wants to cover the game, be on the sidelines, take pictures, and make videos and things like that. But KDKA, hometown.
All right, listen, last question. This is going to be one you want to control in the line of scrimmage.
Yeah.
Going to be very physical. Just some final thoughts, X and O's, and we'll let you go.
Yeah, I mean, you're at this level right here. I mean, our game last year was physical. I think their brand of football matches our brand of football. I mean, like, that's how we want to play as well. And I know there'll be some hooting and hollering before the game and some, just how animals do. They just get after each other. This is our field. This is our field. So it'll be interesting. But, once that ball's kicked off, we have to play, within the game, within the frame, limit our penalties. Can't do anything stupid or ridiculous, but we're up for the challenge.
Listen, I just want everybody to know we got Central Catholic Friday night, PIAA semifinal action. Then we start to roll the championship action bright and early, 11 a.m. That team there, Matt Sieg, that quarterback going to Penn State, Fort Cherry, taking on those Clairton Bears. A lot of rich history there. I love those Bears. Seton LaSalle, South Park 2A, Central Valley, Avonworth. Had a chance to catch up with Coach Lyons and Coach John Core yesterday. And now that we're done here, and maybe we have a few moments with Fort Cherry and Tanner, their head coach, out to Pine Bush and with John Ladon. This is going to be an epic battle. Enjoy every minute of it. You have worked so hard to put this program back on the map, and I'm always honored to spend time with you.
I appreciate it. Thanks so much.
TJ awesome. Plack, he's always working me. He's always working me. It's your Pratt Pack. Have a great night. Thanks, man.
Thanks so